Hey everybody, what is Woman Love 365? Why the hashtag? What's it all about? Everybody wants to know, especially this lady with me.
What is it?
How are you?
Morning, beautiful.
Morning. I just thought I'm boring by myself, so I should have somebody really beautiful. I don't have my cup, but anyway, I got this other cup. I thought I should have this lady with me so we can have a dialogue because I always talk by myself. I'll still talk by myself because I'm crazy like that. But we'll have some love intercourse with this lady. We don't have a name for the show yet, but we're playing around with names. How are you?
This is so freaking good. So freaking good.
The tea,
I
the
was out of
coffee.
coffee.
Huh?
Huh?
What's
I
so
was
good?
out of coffee.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like the coffee. I was out of coffee for like 3 days, for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
It's going insane. You,
Lushilo.
yeah, so need to Lizard. How are you?
I'm great, thank
Thank
you.
you so much for welcoming me to your show.
Uh,
A show that is has no name
uh,
but still has beautiful people.
absolutely. Uh,
Yeah. So how you? How
I'm
you?
great, thank you. I slept really good. I slept late and I woke up early. I slept late because, me and you were busy.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah.
We did a trial run with our first time. And,
That
and,
that 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 entire run intercourse thing.
I love this. I want
Yeah.
to post it.
Ah, of course.
I do. I want to post it, even though my face was all up in here.
Oh man. We adults, we
No, that's
grown.
cool. That's cool. Somebody will like it.
Yeah.
Um, I just, yeah, I'm happy and I'm excited. And I just want to talk about the book, Woman Love 365. This one here. That's my mother on the cover.
Okay. Mine has like a whole lot of yeah.
Thank you. So
I don't want
yeah,
to
I just
close. I
thought
don't want to close.
absolutely. Because
Really
even though the
good.
book itself,
Really good.
huh?
Really good.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely fascinating stuff.
Yes, even though the book is complete as a work, but it's to start conversations. So this was my vision from the beginning, and I hope it goes forever. We can include other books as time goes, my books, other books, but we're gonna start here. It's a nice starting point to just
Definitely.
give us focus
Definitely.
in this GBV situation. So yes, what you wanna ask me, what you wanna say, how do you feel?
Um. Oh, I asked you how you are, ne?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Past that. So, I read the book. I absolutely adored it. I loved it. Um. Kaxabana noma was with Ibanga. Like I'm the owner,
uh,
original owner.
Fighting over it.
Now, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. Um. From the beginning right up until page last page. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like you say, snail pace, ne?
yeah. One chapter at a
So
time.
yeah. But in general, tell me what is like when you came up with the concept women love 365, not only on Women's Day. What was that all about? What was going through your mind? What made you come up with the concept in the first place? Why didn't you name it something else? You
Yeah.
know?
So I
Yeah.
believe in I call myself a Jesus Christian. I don't think I'm a Christian, but I
Mm-hmm.
like Jesus Christ because I think Christians are different from him. I think they'd kill him again if he came back. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna stop saying that. But basically, I believe in you create with your word, you prophesy, right? We are
True.
dialogue with
Yeah.
what you say. It's in the secret. It's in conversation with God, which I read. but it's more so a thing of you create with your words, you create your reality.
mm,
So to stop violence against women, which is what I'm about, I feel like we need to work hard as men, and there are other men doing it around the world as well. To cut this thing down, I figured we should add love, speak
mm,
love,
mm.
and we can't
Yeah,
keep saying don't hit the children, don't hit the women, and not say what do you do as an alternative, right?
mm,
So of course you gotta love them, but when they do wrong, what do you do? For example, with a
mm,
child, the psychologist I watched said, if you're fighting with a child and they've been naughty and they're now crying, they got the point, be the one to soothe them, right? That's a child now. So my point is, I started this thing with I'm gonna talk love, woman love. It was just woman love in the beginning. The hashtag was so
mhm.
that everyone can hashtag it. I'm hoping everybody can just do something nice and hashtags. Quote a love song and hashtag
Yeah.
women love 365. And of course, we have a country where women are abused every few seconds, and yet we talk about 16 days of activism in November
Mhm.
and December. So I was like, nah, should be every day. And
Which
then
is like a
Women's Day,
contradiction.
yeah. Um,
Yeah.
so it was more that, and then the 365 came because of that. I was like, okay, women love, but I wanted every day, but I wasn't saying it. So I was like, let me add the 365, like 24/7,
Mm,
365. And then when I add that, now it's like, okay, every day, think about the fact that women are being treated unfairly and do something
mm,
about it, say something about it, you know? Like
mm,
like sometimes back in the day, like I remember a bad breakup in 2010. I was so hurt, and it was hard not to talk about it. But I'm active on Facebook, so what I did was every month I quoted a different rapper. I did a month with just The Game. I
mm.
did a month with just Nas. I did a month with just Jay-Z. It distracted me, and then
As a way of venting,
no, not
as a
even,
way of venting out.
no, no, not even.
Then
It was
then what
just
was it?
to talk about something else. Because every now and then,
Just
when
to
I was trying to
distract
rap,
you.
you see what I'm doing now is what I did when I was rapping. When I was rapping, to make people buy rap, because everyone didn't like rap, they liked house music and all that. I
Mm,
used to quote
mm,
rappers
mm.
to show this is
And
clever,
quite,
this is something clever.
yeah.
So I was quoting rap just to
Mm,
show they're not all swearing, they're not all killing. And then every now and then I'd quote love raps, like
mm,
just the love songs that like LL Cool J and Snoop's Beautiful and
mm,
things
mm,
like that. A line from a Tupac song saying nice things about women. And this kind of
mm.
helped the book to come to reality because it was like you can say nice things all the time and just say woman love, hashtag woman love 365. So it came
But
together
it's the
like,
action.
yeah. So this thing of
Mm,
quoting rappers, I was like, at some point, I could just quote love rap the whole year when the book comes out, right?
mm,
And I thought, hey, but
mm.
that's tiring. But it was like, I can quote.
Again,
Uh,
sorry. Can I just like interrupt you there? As you're talking, I can see you getting like so like into it,
yeah,
né? And I can see the excitement in your eyes. I'm just something just popped in my mind. Would like at your age, né?
yeah.
Um, from being a lyricist, rapper, poet, but I want to stick more to the lyricist side of you, to an author. Like to me, it's a bit of a shift, né?
Uh,
It's a bit of a shift because encwadini there's no rhythm as such. I mean beat wise.
yeah,
It's got a follow a flow.
right.
The book it's got to have a theme and stuff like that. But um, with the song, same thing, but with beat, and it's got to have rhythm and all that. So why the change? How did that come about?
It's not even a change. It's more adapting. I call myself a multi-genre.
What?
I call to not
Uh-huh.
having a studio, basically. I started recording
Uh-huh.
in 1998 December, but
I
most
think
of
that's very important. That's
mm,
very important.
thank you.
Adapting to not having a studio. There's a lot of artists who are struggling with that. and then end up not doing anything with that talent.
Yeah, yeah,
And then shabalala. Yeah.
absolutely. So I'm a writer at heart, And
Mm,
when I didn't have a studio, I started writing for the newspaper. 2002, the campus newspaper, I got an opportunity. And to me, it was more so to try not fall off, to not lose my skill for writing. So
mm,
I was keeping my skill sharp. And so what happened
mm,
was I actually considered every article when I wrote for the big newspaper. It was like every column is like a song, you know, the
mhm,
title and then it's the
mm,
song. And my book is like that. My books are like my albums. And I get guided by a working title, which I usually finalize
mm,
as I go. So yeah, it was more so that, and it's I still rap. I got so many songs. I just need studios and I adapt the songs. Like if I get a new beat and it needs a new hook that fits in nicely or a new verse, so
mm,
I still do all of it. Um,
mm,
I got albums, books of poetry coming out. I just like writing, and there was a time in my life I decided women should win in my art and in my life.
yeah.
So
Mm,
even with my breakup and my breakups, I try and make the woman win. I'm cool with all my exes. One sent me a prayer just yesterday from like a few years ago. And
mm.
it's like I keep that love going and they congratulate me when I'm in a relationship. They fight for my relationship, like stay with her, you know?
Is that where the player maker comes from?
Playmaker. Playmaker is a sport thing. Playmaker is a sport thing. The midfielder in
Like a
soccer,
stage name. Oh,
but
okay.
in soccer, I was a midfielder. The midfielder, like Dr. Kumalo or Maradona, they the
Mm,
central point. I was like, even if they're not a captain, they the central point. They distribute the
mm,
ball, they attack, they defend. They're the ones who look at the whole
mm,
field and see how everything. They're
mm,
the
mm,
strategy person. Basketball, same thing. I
mm,
was a point guard. Point guard is the playmaker.
mm, mm,
Make the plays. Um, so
mm,
so we have a strategy. In basketball, it's 5 people. So we have these
mm.
different plays where you guys are gonna stand there, and I'm here. That's like one,
Yeah, at the
and I
same
come up
time.
with the ball. I say one, you guys know where to stand. If I say three,
Yeah.
you guys know what to. One
Mm,
runs over there, one goes over there. It confuses
mm,
the opponents.
mm.
Playmaker.
So it's like
Now
a strategic play. Yeah.
helping people score. As the rap group, the Rhyme Pedigree, I was gonna help us
Mm,
get to the top. So I had strategies for
okay.
days on how to win. And
Mm,
some of it wasn't believed by people, so then I just do it myself. And I think everyone
mm.
saw what happened. I just became quite a big name by myself because everyone wasn't necessarily trusting what I wanted to do. So I did it for myself. And of course I did it for others.
And and what was pushing you versus them lacking in in like being at par with you right there at the top and being
Uh-huh.
that big name. What was the difference between you guys?
Oh no, there's a lot of things. It's really sociology, eh? I come from lack.
Yeah.
They come from abundance. I think a lot. There's
Was it
different things.
all of them?
There's different things. Like I felt poor growing up, even though I wasn't. When I look back, um, we had a nice home, went to expensive schools, but we couldn't necessarily afford the schools. So you
Mm,
feel poor then, but everyone else thinks you're rich.
yeah.
Anyway, I was ambitious, and I felt like we could
Mm.
make this happen. But when people have their mother and father at home, sometimes the mother and father is
Take
the
that for
team.
granted.
The parents are the team.
Mm,
Not never mind whatever they have at home, but the parents are the team, and that's the team you playing for. I didn't have a
mm,
stable family, so
that thing.
my
Mm,
friend's a team, but my friend has his team. You know,
mm.
that's part of what I feel like happened with my marriage. It's like my marriage, my wife and her father and her family were the team, and I was trying to be a team with my wife.
Loner.
So that's one
Mm,
of the things. And also just it's difficult. We're all studying, so some
mm.
of us are studying. So once you get a job, it's like that was a hobby now, you know,
Nah.
with some people. And some of us we spread out and did different things. We had our little fights. So we all did solo stuff. But more so it was a matter of just growing apart, and everyone moving out
Uh-huh.
of Maritzburg, me staying in Maritzburg, and just different family situations.
That after school breakup thing.
Well, yeah, but we got closer after school. That's the thing. Varsity, we got closer with
Mm.
my friend, and the two of us
As in,
started
as in,
something. Others joined in, but when the others join in, it messes things up, and then the girls come in, and it's over.
oh,
Yeah,
game over.
game
Game
over.
over.
But the playmaker was really about
Now,
that
uh,
strategy. Let's go. I'm the leader. I'm the central figure. Even though we're all leaders, we take turns to lead. But I got this.
uh,
Yeah. So I had a
so
whole
that's
army. I had security. I had everything in place everywhere we go. We started getting attacked as well because
I
we
was
like
about to
bomb clouds and
I
smoke.
was about to argue with you on that. Uthi, I'm the leader. I was like, gloves on, let's go.
Everyone, but everyone's a leader. You see,
We
you just
are
gotta
always
know.
here.
You just
Yes,
gotta know what you
yes.
run. Everyone's a leader. I like leaders only,
Able,
actually.
able, able, able.
Because I don't see
Um,
when you throwing ideas and you're coming up with things, I don't feel insecure because I'm like, that's right. That's how we roll. It's nice to let
mm,
someone drive
mm,
sometimes,
mm.
especially a woman.
But futhi-ke, oh God, you and and the women. Mina, for me, it's like um everything that you just said about um the the the, the concept of women love 365, and after reading the book and the other books as well, the poems, listening to the songs, and then what you just said now is like, God, this man and woman
I
is like not enough.
was a player
That
though.
that no, but that for me was that's what I was about to say. Which that for me was is the definition of like a player maker. Like like you you're making the play at us though.
um,
like
yeah, hey.
Big Mac Daddy.
Now I'm happy.
But
Women aren't loved out there. I got myself in trouble because my mother would say we're from a kissing family. My mother was Xhosa, all right? They kiss. My aunt kiss her on the mouth. Zandik
uh, uh,
and so I kiss ladies on the cheek all the time, routinely. It's what I do.
mm.
Some of my friends they kiss on the lips too, like the colored ladies, especially some of the white friends.
No, I think I'm the only one, Ekaya, who's the kissing and very affectionate type,
Mm.
which is really yeah, okay, no, no, no,
Some of us is the white
no,
school as
Baba.
well.
Yeah, like and Umana really feels like, whoa, like really offended. Like that one, like
Mm.
especially Umalume and Abanyo Baba, like it's like, oh, what,
Uh,
you know?
yeah, man. But I feel like
Ah,
things like that, they just tell you you're beautiful. If a man kisses you on the cheek, he's just saying you're beautiful. But I'm harmless against you. I'm not trying to do anything to you. I'm just appreciating you. Like you're not repulsive, you know? Like when you hug somebody, it means you don't smell.
but is it for all of you guys, Brian?
No,
That
that's the
I can
problem there.
definitely.
That's the problem.
It's not like that for everyone. That's I think that is what um this whole thing that we're trying to do is about, to try and change those stigmas, those perceptions, those
Mm.
mentalities. Ukuthi, Um, just because you hug someone, and I hug your boyfriend doesn't mean good I want him, or
Yeah,
I got my eye on him, like and or
absolutely.
whatever.
And I go
So it's
extreme. I go extreme. Like I say I love you. I go extreme all the way because that's the world I'm trying to create.
mm,
You do things with permission with someone. Everyone must be comfortable. But I'm trying to create this. It's not even a fantasy world anymore. It's real. It's a world
okay,
called love.
whoa, Ima, whoa, stop the lorry. Go to extreme. How extreme? Like
Oh
how
no no
far
no.
is it? Oh,
Well,
like
everyone keeps their clothes on. Was that stressful?
Like I got up, like I'm on top of my bed right now. What's up?
Oh,
Ah,
oh gosh.
ah,
Careful now.
ah.
No, I just think we mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah,
And let's say, well, we five senses, right? Smell, touch,
yeah.
hear,
Mm.
touch, taste, and all that. So
Hearing is the
when you
sight.
experience somebody, you experience them by you see them, you hear them. So let's say that's a phone call, that's a video call, that's me seeing you somewhere. It's all with permission if
Yeah,
you think about it.
yeah,
Can I call you?
yeah.
Oh, I just surprised you and you're like, I'm not gonna answer this. And then when you feel like it,
Mm,
that's your permission now. Okay, hi. Or
mm,
call me at 5.
mm,
So it's about permission and engagement with people. Whatever, however far you want to take the relationship with everybody, how far you're taking it. And when I say extreme,
mm,
I'm saying that we tend to tell people we love them when they're dead. You have some guy friends right now, um, and let's say 20, 30 guy friends you've known over a lifetime. And you've probably told two you love them. When something happens,
mm,
you're there at the family. Oh, I love this guy. I really loved him. You didn't hear that.
mm,
And what would
mm.
difference would that have made for him to just know, Guti? My friend says she loves me and she doesn't
A
even want
little
nothing
too.
from me. Like the woman I'm dating who wants this and that. This one doesn't want anything. They just say they love me like my mother, like my
Mm,
sister.
mm,
Um, but we didn't grow up together, but they love me. I'm a good person then if that person loves me.
mm,
That's the extreme
mm,
because people are scared to say I
mm,
love you because they think it's everything is salacious, everything is sexual now. Everything
mm.
is leading there. So the kiss on the cheek
And
is leading there, the hug is leading there. Even when you love a
it's
man,
not
actually,
even.
when you tell your friend you love them, now it's like, hey, I'm not gay. You understand? Like it's the I love you thing
Mm,
is a sin.
mm,
We used to say one love, and then we started saying one, you know, because
mm.
now love is
We
just
left out the love.
you see.
Yeah.
I'm flipping it now. I say love every time I talk at the end. I say love to
Mm,
people. You
mm.
know, I might even say I love
Big
you.
love, one love. Yeah, big
Yeah.
love, one love. I love you. I mean, what the freaking hell is wrong with those three words? I love you.
Mm,
Um, because umina, to me personally, love is is our core. It's the greatest gift that we were given by God. That's who we are. Like that's our center. That's our stem. That's our those. That's like rooted. That's who we are. That's what we made up of. Love, pure, pure, the purest love that exists.
yeah.
But with time, we flip the script. Ngoba sobaqwe and stuff. Samakata rank. So so that's really ludicrous. Sorry, it actually fake. I'm looking like
Huh?
ludicrous. Like it was playing. I was playing ludicrous, and I just said that's really ludicrous.
Nice. Luda.
I play it.
I love ludicrous.
Yeah, man.
My chick, bad
It's
till your
so
chick go
it's
home.
it's so great to do this. I'm like so excited.
Oh yes,
So
oh
excited.
yes.
I'm like so
We have so
excited.
much power we don't know about. And I love making people feel good, you know? Come on.
Yeah.
Women have a hard time, especially in I'll just say South Africa, but especially black women. Like, man, you can't go to the shop from the time you're
Mm.
10 years old without some boys harassing you, even younger. Like I'm trying to counter that. Like, just man, we gotta stop that shit. You can't. There's so
I
much
was
stuff
I
we
was
go through. And
I
then
was I
oh,
was actually wait, Brian, wait, jumping the gun here because talk about I wanted to talk about um one of your chapters. definition of a best friend. Ne?
Right.
N- Now, when I start there, that's chapter 2. I skipped chapter 1.
Mm.
We'll go back to it in no hurry, slow, like you always say. But yeah, wanna give me like a brief uh thing about it before I ask my questions, just like an overview of what you were talking about.
We don't want to wait till the next
And
episode.
how it, hey,
You don't want to wait till the next episode to do that.
why?
No, we don't have to, because we'll do it episode by episode. But I'll go more in depth when we do the episode on that one. I'll go more in depth. But I'll answer you now. Clutches of pearls.
Did you just hear the crashes of
No.
the piece of my heart,
Oh,
Mara?
jammer, jammer, jammer. Okay, ons kan dit nou doen. Let's do it now. Basically, when I wrote that, right, I used to be a columnist for the newspaper. I had a weekly column every Saturday, me. Loud Thoughts. That's what I called it. Loud Thoughts with Brian Koza. So they mess with my political stuff a lot. So I asked if I can write about gender issues, because I'm not out of political topics. I can do one every day. But they don't understand me. People don't understand me. So the editing was stressing me out. And I felt like if I write about gender issues, I can survive the editing. Right. Anyway, so my friend was getting married, and this was a gift to him when he got married. I asked if I can write about him that particular Saturday, and got published. I gave it to him, among other things. I think I took his wife and him for a massage as well. But me and him he's my friend.
Are we allowed to know the friend's name?
Milo.
Are we allowed?
Yeah,
Oh, big
Milo.
shout out to
Jaga.
Milo. Hey, Milo.
Yeah, man, that's my
I
dude.
think I know Milo.
I'm sure you do, man.
Now you're with the cornrows,
Absolutely. He's cut his hair long ago, though. But yeah, we started together. Like the two of us started this thing. We used to do Michael Jackson together. We did Michael Jackson before we met. And then in school, they were like, write something about you on they gave us a page and then walk around like this, yeah, in counseling. And just walk around.
We did that in Senate State, yeah.
Yeah, us too.
We did that in Senate State.
Yeah.
God.
So he says I can dance like Michael Jackson. I hadn't written mine, so I think I wrote it in quickly, or I told him I can. I forget now. But I was like, me too, And we became friends like that.
The spin and kick.
Yeah, everything. He can do Billie Jean as is, like Billie Jean. We did Thriller together in a talent show. You know Thriller, the horror thing. We learned that. He taught us that. He's such a leader. So he could make beats, and we started recording together. So now here's the thing. So he knows my whole life with women. And I remember times when I got my first real girlfriend, and we have a fight, and I come through mad. He's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "It's that bitch." He's like, "You don't say that about your girlfriend," Like he's that kind of guy. Like, you don't call your girlfriend that. And so it was things like that where he kind of helped me be a gentleman. He'd be shocked at things I would do when he's busy with my other friend and we chasing girls. It's like, oh, you guys are going on your escapades. And eventually, that's why I got the song Sexcapades, because you call them escapades when we like leaving the studio to go.
It's true what they say. I really can't wait to get like more in depth into this chapter, because it's I like everything you're describing about him is the only thought that's coming into my head is like, except other than the Michael Jackson, because I like totally can see him doing that and even being a zombie and stuff. But it's that you can never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Like, because um, he, even yourself, would classify as being players, and whereas Woody, that is so judgmental. That's
Mhm.
so judgmental of me. Excuse me, of me to say. Um, and I hate it because Nami, um, apparently, um, I'm I would be classified as like a bitch, a whole, like you know,
Mm.
and stuff. And
Just because you're fine and you're confident.
uh, uh, no, but sometimes in Gabon, um, could it be the yellow bone thing, the
Well,
skin color thing?
partly, but then there's Tyrese in them, and Tupac in
Don't
them.
go there. Don't go there. Please don't go there.
Yeah. So I think like our friendship, even at my wedding, it's like your friend who knows you very well should talk to you about gender issues like he did. That's why that chapter's in
Mm,
there. Even at my wedding, he spoke and he said, when Brian loves you, he has your back 150%. He's
oh,
got your
wow.
back. When he loves you, he loves you.
Mm,
And then he said, don't talk. I know you're the Facebook guy. Don't talk about your marriage on Facebook. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. That's a Lil Wayne line. So, and I didn't. But now it's over, and
mm,
I'm like saying it's over. I'd showed things, but I didn't talk about it. No one. That's why everyone is harassing me about it because they thought it was all good. I wasn't gonna say, we're fighting. She would write some stuff, and I'm like, you don't need to put that there. That's breaking our rule now. Um,
but it's none of anybody's business anyway.
yeah, regardless, it
What
just
happens
happens to be
behind?
part of this work I'm
Yeah.
doing. Because
Mm,
if I was married, me and her would be doing something like this. But
mm,
at some point, I could see she's not with it, even though she agreed. Talk about
mm.
some of these issues as a couple, you know.
Yeah.
So when we
Yeah.
break up now, I get stuck. Like, what to do now? But I know I was
Mm.
trying to execute the perfect marriage.
Oh, Linda.
I was trying to execute the perfect marriage. Now I'm trying to execute the perfect divorce. Um, but I was gonna really, my idea was find as many lady friends as possible and Zoom interview them. Talk on Zoom interview.
Mm,
But I'm like, we have data issues in South Africa. Not everyone does Zoom. So I'm going to end up with 5 people. It's going to look weird. I can still
mm,
do it with everybody. But when me and you are having these video calls and conversations and your enthusiasm for the book as well, it just made me feel like we can talk about this. Because
we
we don't ever finish talking. It's like, you
No,
know,
we don't.
sometimes my
We
battery
don't.
goes
You
flat. I'm
talk
like,
too
hey,
much.
God thinks is
Yeah,
yes,
you
but it
talk
hurts,
too
but
much.
you
Ah,
it's been
I'll still. Hey, I resign. Like, Kevin, I quit. I fire myself, boss. I fire myself, but
no, now we can talk forever for real. So it's cool.
I know. This is so exciting, and
Yeah.
I think what got me really excited and like enthusiastic about when you spoke to it. I mean, to me about it was the fact that it's about love. I love love, even though um I may be single, but I love love. I love the concept of love. I love um the 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 the, the guys in I still believe in soulmate, you know, and stuff like that. Nowadays it's umuntu angathi being naive
Mm,
and stuff, but I think ukuthi it really does exist because if ukuthi those things do not exist, then to me it's like saying as a Christian, it's like saying God doesn't exist, Jesus doesn't exist. And they show
yeah.
So therefore I don't exist because that is who I am. That's like from head to toe I'm loved. So if Kuguti, those things don't exist, so yabo. So and the fact Kuguti, a man is talking about it is even more um ingenious actually. I think after this, I think you should be having like I don't know like a million girls knocking down your door. Um, every woman wants to hear a man tell them like the nitty gritties of their feelings about love and how they love them, what got them to even to that point, what attracted them. Like sifuna ukwazi
Mm.
yonke into like ungathi ungakhipha inhliziyo kahle kahle ujabule and be like
uh,
read like ufunde wena cause
open up and just let
and
it out.
and 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 most men don't know how to express themselves um properly and partly stigmas of society and stuff like that I would
Mm.
say but it's a lot as we talk obviously we're still gonna like, get in depth get more in depth into to this whole love thing but it's just very interesting and I just wish would name could read your book like I was saying Noma would really uspe my nephew my son actually my sister's son
Mm.
um he needs to he's in grade 4 and he needs to because it's Sinizul got say months yeah
Uh-huh.
yes so he
Can you
needs
find this
to
way?
adapt yes he
Mm.
needs to adapt um to that mentality ukuthi you gotta respect a woman you gotta respect yourself as well because when
Absolutely.
you respect someone you can't give something that you don't have so you need to learn to love yourself as a man so that you can be able to offer and give out that
Absolutely.
love and share that love and respect as well same thing so qale ekhaya ke futhi you know and
Absolutely.
ingakho ngithi I really believe ukuthi your book should be part of the curriculum at schools they
Yeah,
really should
I'm
a
thankful.
primary food
I'm thankful for that.
a primary
And you know,
so don't tell me about grades
mm, and
I know
also
nothing about
to
grades
add to what you're saying, you know, we you have to know also what is disrespecting women to know how to respect women, because a lot of there's a chapter about it's like a white man fighting for black people's rights. Me as a
yeah
man
yeah
talking about women. Women
I
sometimes say,
remember you used to Joe Slovo. I can't not
yeah.
forget. I can't forget.
Thank you. Because Bazoti,
Yeah.
we need our own voice. In the feminists, because there's different levels. There's a radical ones who say, hey, we must talk
Mm,
about this.
mm,
But then you sure is like racist as well. Some people don't know they're being racist. So as a white
mm,
person, you gotta
mm,
be sensitive enough to say, okay, why do people say when you hate when you say you people? Sometimes, it's like that's not
mm,
racist.
mm,
Why
mm,
do
mm,
people hate when
mm.
you go make jokes about I don't know their shack? So there's a guy
It's
doing a
like
shack.
saying Nina.
Huh?
It's like saying Nina.
Ah,
It's saying Nina. It's like it's so cold. But when a white person says it, then saying that as angazi sekubize uma wakho or something. Like,
absolutely.
usethu then the racial card is played. But I think ukuthi usuke ufuna ukuqala some beef. If uyithatha if you're gonna take it out of context in that way, ingoba vele bumhalela kwasekuqaleni.
Yes. Yeah. So that's it.
Futhi Brian,
Yeah.
noma umhalela umuntu you gotta find something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you know what doing this to a woman is disrespecting her, for example, I'm an affectionate person, so I'm gonna say sweetness at work to a secretary or a female colleague, my level, Hey darling, hey
Mm,
sweetness, hey cutie. She doesn't like
mm,
that because it's
mm,
actually degrading her a little bit, you know.
mm,
It's
mm.
reducing her
She
to
feels offended.
a beauty instead of an office executive or a
Mm,
receptionist, whatever she is.
mm, mm,
Yamjwayela nje. So it's things like that as
mm.
well.
Thailand Butcher.
Jwayela, Jwayelani Bucheri. Jwayela. I have a song called that. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yes.
we have to know what's disrespecting women. And like you say, these kids need to learn early because they're already hearing this stuff. Emma Kumbini, when they come home from school, when they're going to school, they're hearing disrespectful music all day. The whole trip,
Mm.
2 trips from Northdale to town, from town to Mbali, 8 day, and they're hearing that stuff on.
But see, I think yabona lento oyisho ukuthi you need to know how to disrespect in order to respect.
What is this?
And yeah, and give it out. I think these kids are too sharp these days. Sebedlotshise, like avuka ngotshiza amaqanda ophulile amabheka and stuff. So, but they like rocket scientists.
Yeah.
Ungathi umuntu uphuma enamazinyo 35 already. Like um. So from a young age, ekhaya uyezwa the talking, the
Uh,
change. Ngibona nje my granddaughter when when you change your tone, instantly she starts winding her eyes, and ungathi expect ukuthi is it going to be a fight? And uma ngabe ngithi zokushaya, hayi gogo, hayi gogo, like uyazi into eyisho. So
mm,
already
she's aware.
it's I think this thing inbuilt
Mm,
we have this good and bad side in order. This is but my perspective, like my own view, which as people we have this um good and bad in order to balance us as
right,
human beings.
right.
Well, as
Mm,
much as Christians believe there's a heaven and a hell, well,
uh,
it's your choice, but you God is a fair God because he gives you a choice.
right.
Akutshela ukuthi this is the path that I would like you to go on, and this is the how can I put this,
Like free will.
the commandments, like and stuff. These are the rules to follow if
Mm,
would ulandela mina and stuff, and this is what is going to be seen, and you choose. Yabo?
absolutely.
So njengengane nakhona, I think the coffee is so cold right now.
It's
The
terrible.
coffee is,
It's
I know,
horrible.
neon,
I just put it right
neon,
back down.
nothing is there.
And I got oats right next to
Oh,
it.
but
But the English thing
I always say, baby, why didn't you bring it along? Why didn't
What?
you bring it along?
My oats.
Isingwa.
Long as daily.
Awukanti
Next thing I'm like,
oh,
I really want this oats. So I made oats with cinnamon and peanut butter. But I had 1 spoon only.
singwa. Then you
It's supposed to be
love.
the other way
Oh,
around.
okay.
But saying yes,
No, but hey,
then I forgot. While I'm making coffee, I'm like, ew, I haven't had bread in a few days now.
it's good. It's good. It's good. So anyway, bengisasho ukuthi ley'ngane lezi they do know, and esikoleni even if eyakho ungathi ukhulisele ekopini, mara uma ngabe uzoyisa esikoleni
They're gonna
leyo
find out.
ngane izofunda from other kids.
Mm.
Umntana mina wabuya esho, Yini? Ungijwayela ngathi ngijwayele ukunuka ngathi yebo. And
Where did you
I'm
learn
like,
that?
ngathi ma ngiyamkhipha lesa sikole ngiyamkhipha athi ma hayi bo. Kusho ukuthi every school azohlangana khona ney'ngane zomkhipha. Kusho ukuthi akenze homeschooling kuphela.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, adapt to by parents. But these kids, ziyazi ayikho into ezingayazi.
yeah.
Emakhumbini-ke ku-West, emakhumbini ku-West, la bezozwa uthi kumama ovathile,
Mm.
ugqoke
Hey.
hey,
It just reminded me of this lady. I said my mother this thing. This woman, it's a Gauteng lady. She's in the front seat collecting money. She stands up and says, "Young Joel, me." She starts shouting at everybody. And I think she suddenly sees a lady. She's drunk. You can tell she's been drinking. I think she suddenly sees a lady in church outfit. She's like, "Guess Lenkosi, amen." And then she sits down. Young Joel, like in some no killer. My mother had a good laugh.
I think you sugar-coated that. I think you I like it.
I would say cautiously, but yeah. Oh man. Yeah, she's like,
Oh
"You
my
wanna get
God.
in?" Like could be knocking and trying. I think they want
I'm
bringing
getting
the money
mad.
the right way or something. I forget now. Hey, yeah.
No, but nalento yemali nje ukubala imali ekhumbini izokustress. Not
Hey,
all of us did math, but hey, anikathuli.
hey, yeah, darling. We'll continue this here.
To be continued.
Non-stop 365.
And a quarter. And a quarter. Don't forget, I can't believe you forgot the quarter. 365 and a quarter. So, Kushuti, in the quarter, you're allowed to disrespect women and not love them. That is like so sad.
You would say in a leap year too. Next book. We love 366, even in a leap year.
Ah, God. Bruh. We shall continue.
Yes, we shall.
Love this book.
Uh,
People, you need to get this book, Women Love 365, not only on Women's Day.
yeah.
Not only on Women's Day. A great read, easy to read, and it just sparks up so many conversations in your head, within your head. And then you can, yeah, uzwakale la. So we can break it down together.
Appreciate that. I'm actually getting it on Amazon now, so they can get it internationally. But it's in Adams bookstores in Marisburg, and I have a website, brian.causa.love. There'll be directions there on how to get it as we develop, as we spread. And yes,
Yeah.
love is the message, and the message is love.
Always and forever.
Love, woman, love. Okay, bye-bye.
Ayo. Big love.
Big love.
Bye.